Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. Now, since last episode where we were unceremoniously dumped out of the Europa Conference League at the third qualifying stage by Swedish side Djurgårdens, we've played quite a few games. We started off in the FAI Cup. We beat Cork City by 3-1 in the first round. Graham Biley getting a couple of goals, Neil Ferrugia getting the other goal. Then we beat Derry City by 1-0. Biley on the score sheet yet again. Somewhat of a habit in these games, as you'll see. We then played Cavendish in the second round of the FAI Cup. Hat-trick for Biley as we won 3-0. Beat Athlone Town by 4-0. Aaron Rowe getting a goal, Philip Clark getting another goal, and Graham Biley scoring a brace. We then drew, unfortunately, 1-1 against Galway United. Dropped points there. Gavin Kilkenny saving the game for us after we went 1-0 down in the first half. We beat Sligo Rovers, our former team, by 5-0. Biley getting a hat-trick again. Alex Hunt and Aaron Rowe were the other goal scorers. Then we beat Bohemian by 6-2. Biley just getting the one goal in this game. Philip Clark getting one. Aaron Rowe scoring a brace, and Stephen Carson also getting himself a brace. And then we've just played Waterford, and it was a 0-0 draw. I think we must have used up all of our good fortune with goals in the two previous games against Sligo and Bohemian. But that leads us into today's game, where we face Dundalk. Not once, but twice. We play them in the semi-final of the FAI Cup, and then we play them in the league. Now, the league game is going to be quite an important one. As you can see, we are still top of the table. We're 14 points clear of Dundalk, who are second. They have 2 games in hand on us. If we win against Dundalk, things are going to be looking pretty good for us at the top of the table. As a victory against Dundalk in that league game will mean that we will be 17 points clear of Dundalk, and they'll only have 18 points available to play for if my maths is correct, meaning we will just need a draw in our following league game. So we are going to head into that FAI Cup semi-final now. We are the home side for this, I believe, unless we're playing at a neutral venue. I can't see anywhere on here where it tells me where we're playing, so I'm going to assume that we are at home. So it's a bit of an altered lineup to what we're used to for this first game against Dundalk. Richie Conway is in goal for us today. O'Shane Williams has picked up, he's pulled his hamstring. He's going to be out for between 8 days and 2 weeks, so Conway is into the side for him. Zach Swanson is at right back. David Ferguson in at centre-back for Baba Fernandez, who is out injured. He's been out injured for a few games. He's expected to be out for another between 7 days and 2 weeks, as you can see there, after suffering a twisted ankle in one of our previous games. Liam Scales stays alongside him at centre defence. Then Ben Cartman is in left back. Jerry Davis is at defensive midfield. Damien O'Reilly and Gavin Kilkenny are in centre midfield today in place of Philip Clark and Alex Hunt, who are both lacking a bit in conditioning. Aaron Rowe is at right wing. Gianfranco Bontillo is starting at left wing as Neil Ferrugia is currently recovering from an injury that he suffered as well. He also twisted his ankle. Was that in the same game? It did, yes. So Baba Fernandez and Neil Ferrugia both getting injured. This exact same injury in the same game. Bit of a weird coincidence. But we'll move on with Biley playing up front. And Biley is someone I want to focus on just quickly. He has managed 43 goals in 35 starts this season. It's an unbelievable tally. 28 goals in the league from 25 starts, 28 appearances overall. It's an average of a goal a game. It's ridiculous. He's only 24 years old. If we do, and hopefully we do, successfully win the league with Shamrock this season, I'm hoping he's going to be a good enough quality and want to come along with me to whatever nation I land in next, because he is just unbelievably good. But we'll head into the game now with the team lineup as I discussed. So we're coming up against one of our former players. Emmett Keedy is still playing for Dundalk, of course, winning the league last season with them. He's playing at centre-back today, and probably hoping to try and knock our morale a bit, since this is just the cup and no points are up for grabs. We are going to pump our fists and say, go out there, give these fans their money's worth. So 3 wins in our last 5 games, 2 draws. That is our form. And Dundalk have had 3 wins, but 2 defeats. So they look a bit shaky heading into the final run-in of the season as the teams come out of the tunnel. Dundalk playing in their black and grey stripes, us in our usual green and white home kit. So first chance of the game, Pontillo has the ball, plays it nicely to Kilkenny, out wide to Pontillo, who just keeps that in there. Poor pass from Kilkenny, to be honest with you. Judge manages to do a great tackle, but then loses out to Pontillo, making up for that little bit of a mistake that he had. O'Reilly now across to Rowe, back to O'Reilly, forward to Byerly, great passing, Pontillo shoots, and Gianfranco Pontillo gets his first goal of the season, and it's a beautiful finish after 15 minutes here at Talat Stadium in this cup semi-final. It was O'Reilly who played it nicely to the right to Rowe. Nice one-touch passing from him and Byerly through to Pontillo. A couple of touches and he smashes that past the goalkeeper. I feel like the goalkeeper could have done a bit better there. It did seem to be quite straight at him. So we get to half-time and it's been a pretty even game so far. We are just ahead, but we both had 4 shots. Ours have just, we've been more accurate. More of ours have hit the target. But Dundalk still pose a threat to us. So we are going to say, with outstretched arms, I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. That's motivated the majority of them, if not all of them. We do have a few people lacking a bit in conditioning. In terms of ratings, no one's performing particularly poorly. David Ferguson's on a yellow card, which apparently he deserved. Change-wise, I'm going to take David Ferguson off. We'll bring on Dean O'Connor for him, simply because I don't want anyone getting sent off and risking us losing out on a cup final that we're about to qualify for here. So Conway with a short free kick. I thought that was their goalkeeper. I'm so not used to seeing Richie Conway in goal for us. Pontillo with the ball on the left-hand side now. Can he get a ball in? He gets fouled in the box, and surely that's a penalty. It is. Graham Byerly is going to get his standard goal today. What was it? His fifth? Is it going to be his 45th goal of the season, I think? If he scores. He did actually miss a penalty in one of the previous games. He just smashed it wide. He tries his best to miss that one, but just squeezes it past the goalkeeper, and that is indeed his 45th goal of the season. Can he get... I mean, at this rate, he is going to get to 50. I was going to say, can he get to 50 goals by the end of the season? He was really trying to miss that one. Ball managed to get a hand to it, pushed it into the side of the net, didn't get a strong enough hand on it, and Byerly manages to get that goal. Ball with the goal kick, plays it long. We are going to win that in the air. Cartman with a good header to Pontillo, who's had a good game on the left-hand side today, covering for Neil Farrugia. As I say that, he's tackled and dispossessed by Judge, and Dundalk have a chance to come away with it now. Judge moving forward with it. Lots of men back for Shamrock. We should be able to stop their attack, really, with this many men back. Whelan with long ball forward. Scales. My God, what a clearance from Scales. And it's landed at the feet of Byerly. Byerly, great defending by the Dundalk player there. He had to make the challenge to stop Byerly from getting his second goal of the game. So 75 minutes gone. We've got a few players now looking very tired out there. We've got Scales at centre-back, and then the 2 wingers looking pretty tired. I've already made a defensive change. I'm not sure I want to make another one. So we will bring on Roy Behan for Aaron Rowe. And actually, yeah, we will make the other change. We'll bring Daniel Lynch on for Liam Scales in centre-back. And that's all of our subs made now, with just about 12 minutes left of this cup semi-final. As someone's let a flare off in the stand over the way from us. We haven't even scored. We are winning, so I guess they can celebrate that way if they want to. As the ball goes into the box, and that is apparently offside from the cross taker. Lynch with a free kick. Gives it to Cartman, short. Now it's O'Reilly in the centre of the field. A bit of time and space. Finds a beautiful ball to Byerly. Byerly, surely. Oh, what a finish. Graham Byerly with his 46th goal of the season, and you can see why he's got so many. Now's the time to let the flares off, lads. Well done. Brilliant chip finish from Graham Byerly. The flares last forever, don't they? That must have been going a good 5 minutes. What a ball to Byerly, and then just the beautifulest, that's not even a word, the most beautiful of dinks over the keeper to make it 3-0 and to firmly stamp our place into the final of the FAI Cup. It's Lynch. Ball forward. Keedy manages to clear that well, our former player, of course. Know him well, as Cartman plays that back to Richie Conway, who has had a very good game today. He's not had to play many times for us this season, but he's been called upon today, and he's performed admirably, as Lynch finds Pontillo on the left-hand side, another great performer who hasn't had much to do this season. As I say that, he loses the ball again. I need to stop praising him. Stop praising Pontillo, because he loses the ball every time, as Byerly takes a shot. And I think that's just gone wide. I thought that was into the top corner, but it was just wide of the post. Ball with a long ball forward. Maybe that's his name, long ball, as Cartman, the man from South Park. I've literally just realised that he's got the same name as the character from South Park. O'Reilly gives it to Davis. Looking for Pontillo, who doesn't win in the air. He's beaten to it by Clark, and now Hughes has it for Dundalk. Giannoni back to Clark. Nice short passing play here from Dundalk, but can we win the ball back? He tries, but he doesn't win the ball. And Maguire with a shot, and it's a great save from Conway. Not being asked to do much that we've seen so far today, but he did well there. Let's just hope he doesn't do anything stupid here. And he doesn't. He finds a nice pass to Behan, and we can launch a counter-attack of sorts. Behan with the ball to Byerly. Nice through ball. O'Reilly, and it's a great save from long ball in goal for Dundalk. Kilkenny with the corner. Towards Pontillo, it's headed away by Emmett Keady, but Kilkenny is going to get this back. Can we continue the attack, or is this just going to dwindle into nothingness as Davis plays that back to Kilkenny? And it is going to just dwindle into nothingness as we are into stoppage time now. 3 minutes added on. Swanson in a great position, but gives the ball away terribly. And Whelan kind of hoof that clear to Maguire. And a counter-attack is on for Dundalk as Hughes does his best to try and lose the ball, but wins it back. And Hughes with a shot, and it's a good save by Conway. He just didn't even dive for it. He just picked it up, easy as you like, as the ball goes forward towards Biley again. But it's headed away once again by Emmett Keady. And Whelan can kick that forward. I thought Cartman was going to get it. Lynch gets it instead and just smashes that out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Dundalk with just under half a minute left. I'm saying hopefully we're going to hold on. We're definitely going to hold on. It's 3-0. There's no chance of them getting 3 goals in 30 seconds as Quinn takes a shot which deflects back off him and goes out for a goal kick. And this is surely going to be the last play of the game if we even get to that. We don't get to that. There is the full-time whistle. It is a 3-0 victory in this Cup semi-final. Shamrock Rovers are on for a double this season. Of course, we're looking like we're going to win the league, but we're also through to the Cup final. So I'm outstretching my arms and I'm going to say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played, and everyone is ecstatic. And it looks like we're going to play Shelburne in the final of the FAI Cup. Is that the team that we played when we were Sligo Rovers manager? It is. It's the team that we played in both the Cup finals that we won as Sligo Rovers manager. So we have a good record against them. Personally, let's hope we can continue that record in this year's Cup final. So we've beaten them once. Now we've got to do it again. Like I said, if we win this game, we only need 1 point from our next game, which would be against Shelburne. Shelburne just showing up everywhere this season. The Cup final not happening until the very last game of the season, of course. A very nice tie against Dundalk to celebrate winning the league if we've done so by then, as the last game of the season. But first off, let's concentrate on beating Dundalk in this league game. So here we go. It's the second game of the episode, our second game against Dundalk. Can we win it and edge even closer, the closest we can possibly go without winning the league, to the league title? So we're going to make a few forced changes to the starting lineup today because of people lacking in conditioning and injuries and fitness tests being required and everything. Eddie Donnelly is going to come in at centre-back for Scales. So we have Ferguson and Donnelly as our 2 centre-backs. Jerry Davis is going to come out of the team for Dean O'Connor in defensive midfield. In centre midfield, we can get Hunt back in for O'Reilly. However, Philip Clark is still lacking a bit. I'm going to put Philip Clark in regardless. We might have to take him off for Kilkenny, or well, maybe just for Kilkenny in the second half, unless you play Kieran O'Connor there. Can Kieran O'Connor play at centre midfield? He's not great. Makeshift centre midfielder isn't ideal. So yeah, we'll play Alex Hunt and Philip Clark in centre midfield. We're going to have to take Rowe off. Behan can play at right wing. We don't have anyone else that can play at left wing, I'm afraid. So what do we do? We're going to stick Biley. No, because Biley needs a fitness test, doesn't he? I should be all right. It doesn't tell me to limit his minutes or anything. So Biley's going to play at left wing. Then up front, we will have Stephen Carson. And I think that is what we're going to go with for this second game against Dundalk. So a heavily rotated squad compared to our best 11, but hopefully they're good enough to get the job done in this all-important top-of-the-table clash. So we're going to pump fist and say we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. So looking at the form again, and it's identical. So 3 wins from our last 5, 2 draws for us. And then Dundalk, their form in the last 5 games, 3 defeats and 2 victories. That defeat to us has just drastically changed the outlook of their form. Hopefully we can pick up another win. As you see the league table there, 14 points clear. Win today takes us 17 points clear. Dundalk can only get 18 points after today's game. So fingers crossed we pick up the win, and then we just have to move on next episode and next game and win that one. It's Ndaba with a free kick just inside the Dundalk half, gives it to Bataro. Nice interception from Cartman, who just launches that forward, and there's not really a man up there, but we've been lucky from a Dundalk clearance. Behan has the ball on the right-hand side now. He's got plenty of time to get a ball in if he wishes to do so. It took a bit too long, and Giannoni managed to block it. Now it's Kelly with the ball on the left-hand side. Finds Bataro. And Dundalk look at the launch and attack of their own now. Highland gives it back to Giannoni, and it's a great tackle from Hunt. Hunt moving forward with the ball. Hunt can go alone. Hunt takes a shot, and it's good save by Long Ball. Free kick in a dangerous position. Clark whips it in. Ferguson's at the back post, and it's just over the bar from Ferguson. Great attempt. So we get to half-time as somebody's flare, I nearly called it a sparkler. Somebody's flare just seems to puff out of smoke. And it is still 0-0. We have had the better of the game, just not taking our chances as of yet. I'm going to say we can still win this. Keep working hard and it will come. It's not really had any effect. Let's have a look at how everyone's doing performance-wise. Dean O'Connor not doing well in defensive midfield on a 6.5. Don't really have a defensive midfielder to come on. We could put a centre-back there, I guess, but I'm not really comfortable doing that. So, do we need to change something, though, is the question. Do we bring Graham Rawlings on? He's not really had an opportunity. I think we'll leave it for the time being and we'll just head into the second half. So it's Cartman with the ball at the back. Plays that to Byerly. Can we launch an attack now? Byerly sprinting forward. Just taking everyone on. Byerly into the box. Byerly with a shot, and it's a good save by Ball again. Byerly with an excellent run there. Shame he didn't have the end product on that occasion. Just about to make a change, but I see a highlights about to happen, so we'll rule with that one as Carson's got the ball at an advanced position, and it's a good save by Ball once again. And we will make those changes now. So we've got quite a few people lacking in condition, and Philip Clark is one of them in centre midfield. So we're going to bring on Gavin Kilkenny for him. Right back Swanson is on a yellow and pretty knackered. So Alessandro Zito can come on for him. And then I kind of want to make an attacking change. Byerly. Oh, Behan. Behan's coming off. Aaron Rowe is going to come on for him as the final change. Yeah, we'll leave it as that. I say we'll leave it as that. We've just made 3 changes. Throw in for Dundalk. In an advanced position, it's McAneff on the right-hand side. Finds Bataro. Great tackle from O'Connor. Not a great tackle. He's going to get sent off. It looked like he won the ball, but the referee's called him over. And it's a second yellow card for Dean O'Connor. And we're down to 10 men. And Dundalk have a free kick in a dangerous position. And we've used all of our substitutes. Fortunately, it's the defensive midfielder, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Of course, we're just going to not have that safety barrier behind Kilkenny and Hunt, but I don't think I'm going to change anything else. And it is a highlight from that free kick. Hughes with the ball in, headed away by Rowe, but it's going to come to McAneff. And I've got a feeling that Dundalk are just going to put us under the cosh for the rest of this game, the final 20 minutes of this game. It's McAneff with the ball again, finds Giannoni to Bataro, to Heffernan, and it's hit the outside of the post, I think. Heffernan there. We were very fortunate not to be a goal down. At this point, I will take a 0-0 draw. I just don't want to get defeated by them. We'll be 14 points clear, which is good enough, I guess. Could there be one last twist in the tail? It's Rowe in an advanced position on the right-hand side, crosses it in. Carson was with the shot, but it's blocked by the defender. Another chance possibly. Rowe running down the right again. Crosses blocked. Giannoni with a chance to launch a counter-attack for Dundalk now. Moving forward with it. Hunt wins the ball back, but loses out to Mulligan. Now it's Giannoni again. McAneff, with the ball in the centre of the field. Gives it out wide to Hughes on the left. And he plays it back to Ndaba. Now McAneff to Bataro, to Highland. Back to Giannoni, just short passing play from Dundalk here. Bataro's got the ball once again. Long ball from him, that's not going anywhere. And it looks like that's going to go out for a goal kick. And I think that is going to be game. Got about 5 seconds left. Conway with this goal kick. Hopefully he doesn't just pass it to Dundalk. I don't know if he's even going to have a chance to take it. He does take it. He takes it short. Where is this referee's whistle? There it is. It's full time here. And it's finished 0-0. A pretty dull game. That's our second 0-0 draw in 3 games. It's a bit odd for us. We seem to score a lot of goals. So surprising not to have scored one today. But of course, we do have a slightly rotated squad out there. But I am going to say, with hands and hips, it wasn't good enough. We should have won that match. So as I said, that result leaves us 14 points clear at the top of the table. 18 points still up for grabs for Dundalk. With that in mind, looking ahead to the next episode, of course, we need just 4 points to win the league title. Depending on what Dundalk do, if Dundalk drop points, then we could win the league in the next game. So next episode, we will be back for the games against Shelburne and St Pat's Athletic. And hopefully we can win or confirm the league title in that episode. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all more content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.